Back to throw, Stroud. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. And the 49ers are going to take over after the interception. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got one, we got two. Do I hear a third interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys in bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
McCaffrey running between the tackles. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Purdy setting up that play action. Flushed out of the pocket. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
First down, Stroud. Catch is made down the right sideline. Now he's past the 25. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans get the game's first points here in the second. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Play action now with Purdy. He fires one deep down the middle. Oh no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Jalen Petrie. And the Texans get it back after a marvelous defensive effort.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigated on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. That would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Now they send their back in motion right. From the red zone now. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. It's second and goal.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
On the move, headed right. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Texans parlay the interception into points. C.J. Stroud, the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
They'll probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a first and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up second and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's second and 1. From the 39. He puts some juice on a deep throw, and they pick him off again. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Texans push the lead to 20. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. After the pick, Purdy back to the air. He's loaded another one up. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No luck finding George Kittle with that one. And now they face 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Quick slant to Samuel. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point of the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st down throw by Purdy. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Another try following the sack. Lays out left side and gets it. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
When coaches discuss their favorite plays of a game, I guarantee you this one's going to be on it. Not just because of the catch, but because of the effort to go lay out and bring in an off-target throw.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. From the gun is Purdy. They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Purdy throwing here on 1st. He rolls to his right. And the 1st down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now it's 2nd down. To throw again, it's Purdy. And they pick him off again. Along the right sideline, there's space. Into the red zone. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Thrown at the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans grow their lead yet again. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
Getting right back to it after that interception. Chased out to his right. This ball's caught by McCaffrey. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Christian Harris on the stop. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Second down now, 7 to go. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Look, pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
19 tight.
3rd and long, Purdy. Launches one deep downfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Defense coming off that incompletion needs one more stop here on 4th. They're going for this. He's trying another one deep. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
On the quick, right? 19 tight.
Looking to throw, Stroud. Caught near the goal line. And in for the Houston touchdown. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with the touchdown.
Point after, up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans continue piling on to this lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. Purdy to throw it. He's trying to go deep again. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. George Kittle, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw, Purdy. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Texans might be able to get some points late after the interception.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
One last play before the break.
All right. 11. Tonight.
Throwing it just before halftime. Sends it to Diggs along the sideline. And he takes this down to the 10 before hitting the sideline. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And that one is going to go out of bounds. Wow, they're going to get great field position out of this. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
All right.
On play action, here's Stroud. Connection made to Dell. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans grow the lead coming out of halftime. Tank Dell the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. Yeah. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. And it's off the mark. The kick is no good, but I think they can spare a point or two, given the size of this lead. So now after his second missed point after the game, he's hoping to strike this one a little better as he kicks it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. On the counter, McCaffrey. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Back to McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Go! Go!
Now it's Purdy. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
That finds Ayuk complete. And they make this stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
2nd and 3 now.
Here we go, set!
From the 37. He'll get this complete to Jennings. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
Here we go!
Working inside the red zone. And the defender comes away with it. Picked off by Jalen Petrie. And the Texans get it as he makes his 3rd interception in this game.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair, Dad, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go, let's go.
Here's Stroud now. And he won't find an escape. They converge and drop him for the safety. Some early down aggressiveness in the shadow of their own end zone there, Brock. And unfortunately, it costs them. They're going to have to punt it away following the safety.
Well, you know me. I don't ever mind aggressiveness. I think it empowers your quarterback, empowers that offensive huddle. But you also got to know, as a quarterback, if you call a pass play, you got to do your job. And doing your job means avoiding a safety in that circumstance.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Seven Pirates.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Completed here to McCaffrey. Breaks through, and he might break away. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
He has it at the 5. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. McCaffrey. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
McCaffrey trying to punch it in. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It's a gain of a yard, but they needed just a couple more inches. 3rd down.
Go.
3rd and goal, McCaffrey. And he's brought down for a loss.
3rd and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push, and we will move the sticks. Instead, well, the defense is energized with that stop.
And he gets in. Touchdown. The 49ers continuing to fight at least. So, Brock, they take a gamble, and it pays off with a big touchdown on 4th and goal.
And they do it on the ground as well, and that just speaks volumes. That's confidence that you can own this.
And that's the record. His 5th interception of this ball game. Picked off by Jalen Petrie. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Already.
To the air. Stroud. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Lays out. What a catch. Thankfully, only one quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Texans football as we start the 4th, and they hold a commanding advantage here. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Hey, south.
Stroud from the pistol. He lobs it deep middle. Touchdown, Houston! So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans continue adding on to that lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a first and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Brought in by Ayuk. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. That's brought in by Jennings. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. From the gun is Purdy. He's throwing deep to the left side. And they pick him off again. Jeff Okudah with the INT. And the Texans get it back up close to their 40 as he's finally tracked down after that return.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He was a play caller. He was an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, first and 10.
Uno more.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Buys time, rolling right. Throw right side, Dale has it. And this one does not go far.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Here we go.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Buggy. Hey, uno.
From the gun, Stroud. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up third down.
Why, Tony? Oh, there you go.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. He lets a heater go. Cut at the 20-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans throwing 6 more on the blowout. Tank Dell the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
First and 10 from the 41. Purdy gets this from the pistol. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And this is what the modern safety is all about in today's game. More and more, we see guys with an interception and a sack in the same game who can line up seemingly in 10 different positions.
They're on him again, and he goes down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with third down. Shotgun snap for Purdy. He throws a bullet to the center of and they pick him off again. Jeff Okuda with the INT. And the Texans have it once again after yet another interception.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves it.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Brings up second and 18 at the Niners' 38-yard line.
Hey, south. Hey, uno more. Buggy. Hey.
Another try following the sack. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. Try getting it to Nico Collins. And things look tougher now with third and long.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can... off of a defense.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Now it's Stroud. And the 49ers get there and take him down. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running.
Why Tony?
Stroud now on fourth down. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Looking for his wide receiver there. So second down coming up. Purdy to throw it. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Purdy on first down. Pass is caught at the 9. And it won't matter in the end, but nevertheless, he's in for the late touchdown. The 49ers making the scoreboard look a touch better. George Kittle, the touchdown. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate. And I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
To throw again, it's Purdy. He's on the move. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
49ers 14.
Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. Oh, the 49ers are saying they have it. It looks like they do. All right, so a positive play for them, if nothing else. Game seems pretty far out of reach at this point, but still, had to try the onside kick in that spot.
You know what that was? It was two things, Kate. A, it's a good chance to practice your onside kick in a pretty low-pressure environment. But B, and so much more importantly, is down the road in a game where you're going to really need it, that gives you the confidence that you can get it done.
Purdy throwing here on first. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That was intended for Deebo Samuel. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Ready? Count to 60. Count to 60.
Now it's Purdy. Into the hands of Kittle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Purdy throwing here. This time they're going to get there and they drop it. San Francisco calls it second timeout. Still one more in their pocket to use.
You know, one thing I noticed, Kate, coaching youth football, everybody wants their kid to play quarterback. That is, until they get knocked to the mat. And that's now 5 sacks in this game, let alone the number of times.
And they pick him off again. And the Texans have it again after yet another interception. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
What's that? Texas. 11. Good night.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
First down throw by Purdy. Taking a final shot at the end zone. And he's got it, so they'll pull a little ways back with a touchdown. The 49ers putting up points in a game decided. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. Jake Moody on for the PAT. And he pulls it. It's no good. Kick goes too far to the left. A point after left on the table. With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And the Texans secure that kick, no problem. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest.
Look the hot.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. And it's incomplete, but hey, who cares? They've got the lead, and we are out of time in this one. So it's a win for the Texans. And if we're honest, Brock, you and I could have been making dinner plans well before this one wrapped. An absolute show of force to win this one by the margin they did. So for Brock Ewart, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. It's a win for the Texans, as we'll see you next time from Houston.